Hi guys. So, did everybody have a good weekend? Did everybody have a good full moon ritual? I did not know that last night was the super moon, and then the night before was the full moon. I had no clue, so I followed my gut and I was right. So, good. Good for me. Yeah. Good for fucking me. That's all I have to say. So, the ritual last night was incredibly, I can't even explain it in words. I would have to write it down. I would have to blog it. It was almost like, oh God, when I told you guys yesterday in my video on how I personally, within the traditional witchcraft context, create my compass. When I invited Aphrodite in, it was just like, she came in like a meteorite. It was like she was blasting through the atmosphere and just plummeting down, and with somebody else was with her. I don't know who else was with her. I think it was Cupid. Cupid is Aphrodite's child. I did not know that either. I had no idea. They told me that last night. I actually went and I researched it, and yeah, that's kind of true. It's Greek, Roman mythology, and Greek mythology. So I thought that was pretty cool, pretty weird. And then I listened to a very long, 2-3 hour lecture from the Spiritist community on here, Spiritist Network, that talks about Allan Kardec and the spiritualist movement, and then they were talking about love, and the whole entire lecture was on love, and she happened to bring up Aphrodite, which was very strange too. It was very, very, very strange. And then she went on to say how Aphrodite had a son, I think it was a son, which was Cupid. Very strange. So very synchronistic last night. All kinds of little synchronicities just everywhere. It was incredible. So I did focus a lot on everybody, all of you guys. Always, of course. So I did it for finances. I did it for love, kindness, compassion, and empowerment from Aphrodite's perspective. Not for love, but for self-love. So it turned out really well. I had a very, very nice, relaxing night, and it was very, very empowering, and I loved it, every second of it. So, and the candle actually burned. It's actually burning very well. I think you guys can see it. Yeah, you guys can see it too. So I had in conjunction. It was very difficult because I've never done tarot cards. I've never used a tarot card within a spell. So I incorporated the Ace of Pentacles along with the Shungai Pyramid. So it was like a powerhouse right there going on, just for that little area. I thought it was an extremely amazing ritual. Just so much creativity came from that. And then last night when I went to go through my second coffee table Ouija pop book, it was just like everything that came out of my hands it was so creative. The creativity was just so, I mean, I even posted that, fuck you creativity, at this time of night. It was so much creativity just bombarding me. I was extremely happy. I'm still very extremely happy. So, I like how this spell worked out. I'm going to blog it for everybody to try to use in my way, the way I did it. So I thought it was incredible. It was very incredible. Just the energy. It was just so transformative and empowering and alchemical. Very fun. Very, very, very fun. But I got a small warning about something I asked for. Be prepared be careful for what you ask for, because you are going to get it. So be prepared. So now I'm a little nervous. That was very cryptic, and I hate cryptic, so I don't know. I don't know what she said to be prepared for. Well, I do, but I'm not going to share it, because then that would just give away my own personal snippet of the spell. But it went extremely amazing. So, did anybody do one? Anybody? I thought it was very fun. So. Alright. Our tarot today. I am totally loving the tarot and incorporating the tarot into spell work now. It's such a good focal point. Such a good, like, base to meditate on. And just the synchronicities still are incredibly strange. So we will see what comes up within the Power Tarot suit that I do today. But yeah, the coffee table book, the short stories, the homoerotic stories, it's turning more into art. It's so artful, and it's like these words are not words that I would normally use. You guys know my normal words, my normal thing, my way to say things, which is very simple and down to the point, like just fuck off or piss off, or you know, I don't use these very long 16-letter words that mean one thing, like and or ambrosia. Look that up. So yes, it was very and I actually feel a little glowy today. A little I don't know. I feel like I've got this warmth around me. But yet again, still very down. I mean, I guess it's that time. SAD, SAD, seasonal, whatever disorder, seasonal depression. I guess, you know, my antidepressants are working perfect. All my medications perfect. I just kind of feel like I'm going insane, like literally, almost insane. Jeez, it's gonna storm really bad. We're getting the aftermath of all the hurricanes, and I hope everybody in Florida and everybody, I hope my baby cousin, I hope you made it home safe. I know you left yesterday and you never came to say goodbye, and I'm not gonna get upset over that because you have a good reason. So, yeah. What was I gonna say? You know, we're getting the crazy warm weather. It's like 80 degrees. Yesterday it was like 50. Tonight it's gonna be like 50 again, down to the 40s. Or 30s, frost. So, yeah, it was very incredible night. I just, all the help that you guys are giving me, all the love, all the support is just still so incredible, and I don't know how to thank you guys enough. Besides the videos and the art and I gave a snippet today of my second book, so it's gonna be difficult. So I just can't thank you guys enough for all the love and everything, because it means the world, and it's very hard, very hard. So during the day now is like my refuge. I can't find my inner strength within the night anymore. It's like it just goes away. So it's like the daytime, everything is just illuminated within, you know, the entire, like the house. Literally, it illuminates the entire house. That's natural sun. There's no lights on. So it's getting to the point where I feel like I'm going psychotic. But it's coming out in very good ways. Very good ways. So if I end up, you know, in a very nice comfy jacket, hugging myself with the sleeves in the back, it'll be my vacation. Because that's honestly how I feel right now. It's too much. Too much of that. And I don't bite. I don't partake. So yeah, if you guys drink, occasionally, socially, you know, recreationally, a good drink now and you know, again, is good. Just be careful, be safe, watch it, because it's gonna get you. It will get you, definitely. I would never recommend alcohol. I would have when I was 21, but now, I wouldn't recommend any anything. Not even cigarettes. Not even champagne. Not even wine. That sounds good. So, anyways. Alright, the swords within the Power Tarot. Again, Trish McGregor and Phyllis Vega. So, it's $12. Yes. So, has anybody got the book yet? Very good. Very good. Alright, so the swords. The issues are intellect, left brain thinking, strife, challenges. Figures. Ideas that are about to appear in your life. The astrological element is air, and the season is winter. So we are coming upon, well, we're supposed to be coming upon fall. It's like summer outside today. So, the Ace of Swords. Strength in adversity is the hallmark of this ace. You use all of your willpower, courage, and intellect to reach your goals. However, it's a double edge. It's double edge means that it cuts both ways. The results of its power and energy must be destructive, as well as constructive. So understanding comes to you by cutting through illusion and peeling away the layers of a situation to get to the core of the truth. I'm already not liking this suit whatsoever. Okay. So, within the context of a reading, you begin to think and communicate differently. New ideas and beliefs prompt you to invent something, to find the answer to a mystery, or to resolve an old problem. You're able to seize the initiative and take advantage of your new opportunities. No matter what the odds, you get what you want. Sounds better. Alright, within the context of work. Innovative ideas sweep through your mind like a fresh breeze. Obsolete techniques and outmoded procedures are replaced with state-of-the-art techniques. Your decisive mood makes it easy to resolve misunderstandings and clear the decks for new projects. Okay, it's sounding a little better. Alright, within the context of romance. Emotional extremes are indicated. A sudden romance or an intense sexual encounter may take you by surprise, or a previously warm relationship may suddenly turn cold. You're ready to cut the ties that bind if you feel your freedom threatened. Good card in itself. Alright, finances. Remove the dead wood from your investment portfolio. Use your intellect to analyze your financial situation and then make the necessary changes. A problem may arise with someone who owes you money and can afford to repay you. So, that was in the context of finances. Context of health. You need to find ways to release the pressure of pent-up emotions, stress, and anxiety. Yes. Physical activity is the Pangaea? Whatever. I don't like these words. Why do people put such odd words in books? Physical activity. Whatever you've been looking for. Join a gym, hire a personal trainer, or create an exercise program you can live with. Whichever plans you follow, working out on a daily basis helps to bring your physical and mental energy into balance. Yoga. Yoga, people. Yoga's good. I love yoga so much more than exercise. Well, it is exercise, but it's better. A better way of exercising for me. Alright, and within spirituality, this ace relates to the destruction of illusion in the search for understanding. It allows you to use your intellect to pierce the veil of the material universe and uncover spiritual truths. I like that. I like that one. Alright, within the context of empowerment, you overcome obstacles by applying your willpower and intellect to problem solving. That's a good one. I can resonate with that one. Alright, Two of Swords. You've reached the proverbial fork in the road and don't know which path to take. You keep procrastinating about your choice because there's something about the situation you refuse to see. A temporary trace or compromise may be in place, but the problem still exists. Sooner or later, you must make a decision to end the stalemate. So, whatever that meant. Oh, Two of Swords. Decisions. Alright, okay, in the context of a reading. Okay, you're immobilized by your own fear, and it has brought you to an impasse. I love that word, impasse. Ignoring your problem won't make it go away. The time has come to choose. By acting swiftly and decisively, you can turn the situation to your advantage. Sometimes the choice that's hanging you up has to be made by others. Oh God. Someone's gonna put me in a mental home. No, I'm totally joking, guys. Alright. Within the context of work. Okay, you're caught in the middle of a negotiation that has reached a standstill. There seems to be no satisfactory course of action that will break the deadlock. If necessary, call in an unbiased third party to help settle the remaining differences. If you're waiting for an answer about a job, interview, college application, or a similar inquiry, this card is telling you the results aren't in yet. Be patient. Patience is a virtue. Seriously, it is. Patience, patience, patience. Alright, within the context of romance, you and your partner are involved in an uneasy truce regarding a major life issue. If you can't come up with a mutually satisfactory solution, then take a break from each other. It's funny. Head out by yourself for a weekend, make plans with friends you haven't seen for a while. Go to a movie alone. That sounds really nice. Just to go to the movie alone. It does. What you do isn't as important as doing something. Alright, within the context of finances. Your monetary concerns are justified. Collections are at a standstill and you just moved off dead center to get the cash flowing again. To resolve these problems quickly, you may have to force the issue. Your credit obligations have brought you to an impasse. Take stock, then act. I wonder why they're using that word so much. Don't know. I like that word though. Alright, within the context of health. Blocked emotions are causing you to feel tense and out of sorts. True. Yeah, true. By denying your true feelings, you've thrown your entire system out of balance. Fear and uncertainty about the future add to the sensation of imbalance and insecurity. Those medical test results you're waiting for will probably be delayed. Alright, within the context of spirituality. Okay, by practicing Tai Chi or yoga, you regain your mental balance and sense of inner peace. On a deeper level, meditation allows you to temporarily withdraw from your worldly concerns. Breathing exercises help you put into the proper frame of mind so that you can decide what you want to do next. Yoga, not Tai Chi. Yoga. Alright, within the context of empowerment. You've got a decision to make, and once you've made it, your life will resume as forward momentum. Are any of these ringing true to anybody? Anybody? Oh, and the whole music without words, it will come. It will come. I'm working on it. It has to be perfect. You guys know me. I'm a Virgo. Okay. The Three of Swords. Heartbreak, loss, disappointment. The news hurts. Your suffering can be quite literal, as in the pain of heartache. Oh, heart attack. Your painful experience also may refer to the emotional aftermath of a broken relationship. So, one way or another, intense feelings take their toll and cause you deep stress. These feelings could be a result of a crisis stemming from a romantic triangle, an abusive situation, codependency, or long-lasting problems between lovers. A love triangle, that's never fun. Use a napkin. Okay, in a reading, in the context of a reading, it may become necessary to remove the cause of your pain through cardiac surgery, separation, or divorce. Letting go of what no longer serves your best interests is sometimes the only way to end your pain. You probably feel that all is lost, but remember the adage, A-D-A-G-E, don't know how to say it, don't care. This too shall pass. That's what I've been saying. I'm focusing on that fucking phrase for so much, so long. Then the real healing will begin. Very synchronistic. Right, in the context of work, whether you like it or not, changes must be made. As a manager, you'll downsize your operation by terminating employees and cutting down on spending. For a writer, oh God, a rejection of your manuscript results in drastic editing and rewrites. Inspiration leads you far afield of your original ideas. Some projects may need to be scrapped and others totally revamped. I don't like that one at all. So moving on. Context of romance. You've experienced enough heartache. Face facts and end the connection that has brought you so much anguish. The pain you feel at parting is nothing compared to the ongoing happiness of a miserable relationship. If you're uncommitted but looking, don't be in a hurry. Evaluate the patterns, past patterns, and the core beliefs that have brought you unhappiness and work on changing them. Alright, finances. Get rid of investments that haven't clicked. It's time to give up on disappointing properties and unproductive programs. Take your lumps and move on to a healthier, more rewarding financial markets. Very good. I like that card. Kind of. Alright, within the context of health. Okay, this 3 is connected to heart trouble and problems with blood. Bypass surgery is a distinct possibility. With the Empress, Ace of Cups, or Page of Cups, a pregnancy may end in abortion or miscarriage. I gotta get comfortable. Not comfy. There we go. Alright. Within the context of spirituality. Use your disappointments as stepping stones in your development. Look inside yourself for inspiration. Release old ideas and generate new ones. Surrender what you no longer need, so there's room for new order. Alright, empowerment. Acknowledge your pain, examine it, and work through it. Then let it go and move on. Easier said than done. Alright, the 4 of Swords. Incarceration is the literal meaning of this card. Jeez, could it get any more synchronistic? It can mean a hospital stay. Oh God, a hospital stay. I knew it. It's coming. Jail term. That's not coming. A period of rest and recuperation, or simply time out for quiet contemplation. Whatever form it takes, this 4 signifies a period of inactivity and time away from your normal life. I do not want to go to the loony bin. Vacation, maybe. Kidding. Alright, within the context of a reading, I'm seriously just joking about all this, you guys. Alright. Your strength is exhausted, and circumstances conspire to force you to slow down or temporarily drop out and rest. For now, you're stuck in neutral. No, I'm not. This break in your life activities is long overdue. Use it to revitalize yourself. Take a vacation, go on a retreat, or just relax and get in touch with your inner self. Never gonna happen. I retreat to the mountain. Who's coming with? Alright, in the context of work. Activities stall, projects stagnate, nothing is happening. You feel disappointed, tired, and frustrated. You've reached a dead end and need to put some distance between yourself and your problems. Take time off, or devote yourself to other projects. You'll return to your original purpose, renewed and bringing you with new ideas. Fresh ideas. And that's what I've done with the books. Alright, within the context of romance. Whether you lack intimacy or feel deserted within an existing relationship, perceive yourself as isolated and alone. Either way, a romantic trip is just the ticket to meeting someone new, or revisiting a dying affair. Oh God, no. On the other hand, you might decide to set your relationship issues aside. Yes. Why focus on relationship right now? For a while. Did you guys? I thought that was pretty funny. For a while. And take some time out to pamper yourself. At a health resort or spa. Or the white jacket and padded cells. Alright, within the context of finances. No news is not good news. When progress is stalled and payments are long overdue. Cough. My network. Yeah, you guys. BBA TV. I'm getting very pissy. I will not. No. I will not stay with this network if things continue. Just to let you guys know. And still no email back. Thanks. Thanks for being a great network. Alright. Step back and analyze your situation. This period of inactivity seems endless, but it won't last forever. No, it won't last forever. Alright, health. The need for physical or emotional healing is implicit in this card. If you haven't recovered completely from a previous illness, more rest may be required. Professional assistance can help you gain a better perspective. Consider psychotherapy. That's one thing that I firmly believe in psychotherapy. Karen A. Dahlman, I think, is a licensed psychotherapist, which I think is amazing. If I had the money, I would definitely go to you. Okay, if you can't work out your problems on your own. Alright, within the context of spirituality. Read, study, and educate yourself in the use of guided imagery and meditation. Attend a sweat lodge ceremony. Take some time off and do nothing. Oh, do something that feeds your soul. Focus your power and allow it to tap into the healing energies and restorative capabilities of the universe. Oh, I need it. I do. Okay. Within the context of empowerment. Put all your concerns to one side and take time out. You'll emerge renewed and refreshed. From the loony bin. Kidding again. Alright. Within the context of empowerment. Pull all your concern. Oh. Did I read that already? Yes, I did. Sorry. 5 of Swords. An empty victory is at hand. You win, but was it worth the effort? Is this what you really want? Examine your motives and ask yourself if you secretly wanted to lose in this situation. Perhaps you won the day by engaging in deception and unfair tactics. Perhaps these tactics were used against you. One way or another, this card reflects a confrontation that brings pain in both parties. I'm not liking the swords. Alright, within the context of a reading. Sabotage or treachery may have a bearing on something that you are involved in. In spite of everything, you'll be able to confront issues head-on and solve your problems. Sometimes this card indicates escape from danger, the breaking of bonds, or lifting of restrictions. If you're going to break out, you will need to take some definitive action. Don't expect to sit around on your ass. Duff. Who uses the word duff? Don't expect to sit around on your ass and have freedom handed to you on a silver platter. Alright, within the context of work. You're in for a struggle, and you will get little help or compassion from others. This card sometimes relates to termination of employment, followed by a court battle. In other circumstances, you find that in the workplace, you are your own worst enemy. Before you attack business associates, think of the inevitable consequences. Consider neutral... What is that word? Abbreviation? By a third party as a viable alternative to all-out war. That's very synchronistic. Sorry, JCPenney people. I still love you all. Romance. Domination of one person over the other can ruin any union. Alright, I'm going to repeat that. Romance. Domination of one person over the other can ruin any union. Okay? People? If you've been playing the heavy and taking advantage of your significant other, you'll soon find that you've lost more than you've gained. In the reverse situation, don't allow the other party to continue asserting power over you. Either way, the relationship has probably failed, and will soon end unless you're both willing to compromise. Okay. Again, I'm going to repeat the very, very first sentence. Domination over one person over the other can ruin any union. Alright. Finances. Your position is precarious. Things won't come easy, and your well-laid plans may fail. So proceed with caution. If you're clear in your thinking and logical in your actions, you move through this difficult phase unscathed. Even if you're financially solvent, you still feel extremely nervous and uncertain about the future. It's fucking for sure. Alright, within the context of health. Be especially careful not to turn your feelings of anger and hostility against yourself. I do that too much. Guard against self-destructive activities that can ruin your health and undermine your sense of well-being. Channel your over-aggressive tendencies into competitive sports and the martial arts. I could take up a martial art of some sort. I think that would be amazing. That would seriously, I could really get some good frustration out. Taking up martial arts. Alright, within the context of spirituality. But then I don't want to have to register my hands as a lethal weapon. That would be stupid. Not stupid. Wise and safe. Spirituality. Use your energy in the pursuit of a higher cause, but don't get sucked into the dubious position of fantastical. Fanatical crusader who tries to charm the truth down everyone else's throat. And we all have one of those in our lives. Empowerment. When you encounter a no-win situation, acknowledge it and withdraw gracefully. I can't do that. How do I withdraw gracefully? Okay. 6 of Swords. Sorry, guys. God, I'm noticing my crow's feet. Tip, do not tan. Don't tan when you're young. You're gonna regret it. I'm regretting it every fucking day. The worst thing you can do to your skin. So this sucks. Alright, 6 of Swords. Sorry, I'm just very seriously, I'm noticing the wrinkles, the crow's feet from tanning, the spots, the dark spots. It's terrible. So, 6 of Swords. Consider this card a metaphorical gateway through which you journey away from your problems. The move may be a literal one to a new home or office, or a figurative journey that plays out solely on an inner level. Either way, it represents a turning point. Your situation improves. I like this card. We're getting along very well. In a reading, travel is indicated. You may take an international trip, possibly by boat. My boat would sink, and I would get eaten by jaws. I'm not taking a boat. Scared to death? Hell no. Or an overseas visitor comes to see you, although your troubles haven't ended. You're aware of a lessening of strain and tension. You've made certain decisions that are pushing you in a new direction. The future may be unknown, but you move toward it with hope in your heart. Kinda. Alright, context of work. You're leaving a well-known area for something new and different. Apprehension is natural, whether you're moving for your place of business or changing your job. It would be nice if you could hold on to your old life while testing your options, but that's not the way it works. Be prepared to distance yourself from the past. During this transition period, help comes from an unexpected source. Alright, within the context of romance, a short pleasure trip with your spouse will accomplish more than a visit to a marriage counselor. If you're single, plan on a cruise or vacation to distant shores. Now, you're longing for different experiences, new places, fresh faces, and a change to get away from it all. Yes, but not by boat. No. Jaws is out there, he's gonna get me, he's gonna eat me, he's gonna take one look at these thighs and he's gonna think lunch. And then he's gonna see my stomach and he's gonna see I have a bagel bite. Not abs, just a fucking bagel bite, and he's gonna try to chomp at my stomach next. Sorry. I think it's funny. I think that was very funny. Alright. Within the context of finances, a debt counselor advises a plan to restructure your finances. There may be some delays and setbacks, but ultimately you get the bill consolidation loan that you need. Good. Good. Whoever gets that, good. Alright, within the context of health, you travel to a distant clinic, if necessary, for evaluation of a health problem. The report, whatever, you establish with the doctors and nurses ease your tension. Your physical problems are resolved, but it doesn't change or happen overnight. Put your trust in those whose job it is to cure your dis-ease. I love that. Doctors first. Alternative later. Okay, within the context of spirituality. In your search, you journey through various levels of consciousness and study different belief systems. You pass with ease from the waking state to dreaming and back again. And that's very true for me too. Astral projection. Different realities. So, empowerment. You're putting distance between yourself and past difficulties. You're putting distance between yourself and past difficulties. No, you have to embrace those, right? The past difficulties that are repressed. Alright. Oh, Seven of Swords. Don't allow others to take advantage of you. Don't. Word of advice. Don't. State your convictions and don't be overthrown into doing what you don't want to do. When you're negotiating a deal, play your cards close to the chest, and you'll outsmart the opposition. Mistrust and unnecessary secrecy are more likely to lead to isolation than to security. Although you need to guard against underhanded people, this suspicion can lead to paranoia if carried too far. I hate paranoia. Alright, in a reading, God, I just about burnt my pants. Take steps to protect your possessions. Someone may be trying to rip you off. There's a daring act afoot designed to surprise or trick you. With convoluted schemes and impulsive actions, be prudent and evasive. To reach your objective, rely on your intellect and diplomacy. Nothing is accomplished by aggression. Sometimes it is. Work. As a manager, you're in danger of being embarrassed by an employee who shirks responsibility or tries to sneak away from certain duties. You may now want to believe the truth, especially if it means that you've been dumped. Avoid office politics, and rely upon your own shrewdness to uncover deception and duplicity. Ultimately, you get what you were entitled to. but you may have to go through the back door to do it. Alright. Within the context of romance, you would love to get closer to someone, but your lack of trust keeps him or her at a distance. True. You sidestep honest discussion in favor of insincere small talk, then wonder why the relationships keep failing. To the other person, it's obvious that you're hiding your true feelings. As long as you continue to beat around the bush, dodging the main issue, no agreement is possible. You know, I just think I'm having a midlife crisis, honestly. Honestly, I think that's what that is. Okay, within the context of finances, when negotiating a deal, you may have to give in on a number of details in order to get your major plans approved. Check out anyone who tries to involve you in getting the quick rich schemes. Financial conditions are unstable, but you may stumble across an opportunity. Remain alert for synchronicities. Don't compromise your integrity. Do you guys realize how important it is to stay alert for the synchronicities within your life? It helps. I mean, they are fantastic. Please don't fall. It is so windy. Alright. Within the context of health, be wary of medical practitioners who prescribe numerous tests or unnecessary treatments. Get a second opinion before agreeing to any type of surgical intervention. Ooh. I don't like surgeries. They're scary. Right. Within the context of spirituality, you're in danger of being cheated or deceived by an insincere or unscrupulous religious leader. Stay clear of cults or other groups that prey on those most in need of spiritual comfort. It's scary. It's very scary. Alright, within the context of empowerment, you take the sting out of the opposition by keeping your strategy secret until you're ready to do battle. Excuse me. Eight of Swords. Okay, you're holding yourself back from living life to the fullest. You project your fears and inhibitions into your surroundings, then you view them as obstacles. The limitations you perceive don't lie in the outer world. They are the projections of your own inner apprehension and anxiety. Paralyzed by fear of the unknown, you're afraid to break the chains that bind you. As long as you greet positive suggestions with expressions such as, I can't, and yes, but, nothing will change. Okay, in the context of a reading, you feel as if you're in a mental prison. Synchronicity. Unable to find your way out of a situation. Synchronicity. All exits seem to be blocked. Synchronicity. You're eaten up with dread and insecurity. Synchronicity. However, it's your own fear of the unknown that holds you back. Damn it, yes it is. You've boxed yourself in and convinced yourself that you have no options. Although you feel you're in an impossible situation, there is a way out. Remove your blinders and expand your ideas of what is possible. Alright, within the context of work, your feelings of frustration is monumental. You feel blocked at every turn. You say that you want out of an oppressive job or profession, but appears as if you'd rather endure restriction than deal with your need to make a change. Deep down, you view your familiar difficulties and problems as protection against the unknown possibilities of the world at large. Okay, within the context of romance. Although you feel restricted, you're afraid to break your bonds and cut yourself loose. Perhaps you're alone and lonely or involved in an unproductive relationship. Either way, you refuse to see you're holding yourself back. Alright, within the context of finances, you're stuck in a negative cycle of events. You need to take more money. Oh, you need to make more money, but you're convinced that your bad luck is never going to end. Kinda, yeah. First step is to conquering your fears. Take a hard look at your options. Alright, within the context of health. Mental distress and a sense of hopelessness nag at you. You undergo medical tests for an undiagnosed condition. On a psychological level, you may be using an illness as an escape from your frustration and an inability to free yourself from an untenable situation. Alright, within the context of spirituality, you must go deep inside your psyche and seek the answer that will help you to break out of your self-imposed confinement by recognizing that you've set your own limitations. Through your thoughts and beliefs, you take the first step out of the situation that you have created. I like that card. Alright, within the context of empowerment, nothing prevents you from leaving an oppressive situation except your own negative beliefs. Change those beliefs, and you'll change your life. I like that one. Very, resonates with me very well. Alright, the Nine of Swords. Worry and anxiety are the literal meaning of this 9. You experience sleepless nights. God, yes. It's been terrible. I can't sleep at night. It's awful. And stress-induced nightmares. Yes. Synchronicity. Weird. Fear runs rampant, and you're convinced that your situation will continue to deteriorate and will never change for the better. Mental anguish and depression are often brought about by a parent's concern for his or her family. You may experience a deep sadness for the problems of the world in general. Yes, I do. In a reading, you're suffering from intense anxiety. Although your sense of impending doom and disaster may be unfounded, your pain is very real. Apprehension and difficulty sleeping have left you vulnerable to feelings of hopelessness. Even though the current situation is difficult, it's not as bad as you think. Really? Here we go. Okay, if you feel that you can't get through this alone, seek out some counseling or training in stress management techniques. Alright. In the context of work, problems on the job have led to anxious nights and stress-filled days. Meet the shadows in your life head-on. The only way out of your professional difficulties is through direct confrontation with your problems, real and imagined. Good deal. Alright, romance. You suspect your significant other of cheating or lack of interest. Stop tormenting yourself with phantoms and fears, and bring your doubts out into the open. Clear the air of the heart-to-heart talk before your suspicions destroy your relationship. Even if you're correct in your assumptions of infidelity, the truth is preferable to the demons of your imagination. Alright, in the context of finances, confusion surrounding financial issues fuels your sense of panic. However, you're allowing negative emotions to cloud your judgment. It's one thing to be cautious, and quite another to allow yourself to become paralyzed by self-doubt. Alright, within the context of health, it is important to find solutions to your problems so that the tension produced by your anxiety won't take a toll on your mental and physical health. Don't seek relief in drugs or alcohol. Don't. They will only compound the problem and make it worse, and it blows up, and it's a complete mess. Okay. Your night terrors may bubble up from the unconscious, but they can be fought off by conscious mind. Strange. I have been having night terrors and very strange anxiety attacks, almost like seizures. It's scary. Right, within the context of spirituality, if you're in the throes of the dark night of the soul, Kinda. It would be wise to talk things over with an advisor you trust. By wrestling with the devils of your imagination, you overcome them. I like that one. Alright, empowerment. By acknowledging feelings of sorrow, disappointment, shame, and disillusion, you take the first step towards releasing them. And oddly enough, the synchronicities last night, when Aphrodite did plunge into my compass, is basically what she said. That's basically what she said. Let it go. It doesn't serve you any longer. So I thought that was very cool. Alright, the Ten of Swords. Okay, you're facing forced change and the final resolution of a situation or the dramatic end of a cycle. You give up on a lost cause and get on with the true purpose of your life. Ultimately, you feel relieved, accept the inevitable, and move on. Alright, in the context of a reading, despite the usually harsh depiction of this card in most decks, it isn't about physical death. It's about endings, treachery, and misfortune. It usually spells the end of a relationship, situation, or a particular time in your life. You may feel as if you've been stabbed in the back by someone you trusted. Your loss seems worse than it is because it's unexpected and ends something you've been counting on. Actually, the worst is over now, and you need to clear out the dead wood before you can move forward. Right. Within the context of work, you're forced to quit your job or are demoted or dismissed. You may be aware of having consciously chosen this change, or you may have been pushed out through the betrayal or disloyalty of someone you trusted. Either way, this is an opportunity to change your life for the better. You've outgrown your current position, and the time has come for you to move on. Alright, context of a romance. Someone you love has hurt you very badly. Yes. You're having trouble putting it behind you. You've made a mistake. Taken a chance on love and lost. There's no choice now but to abandon the relationship and start over. The sooner you accept the fact that it's over, the easier it will be to get on with your life. Not so much relationship. Alright. Within the context of health, you are displeased with the quality of your medical treatment. The new drug or procedure that you were counting on has not made you feel any better. It's time to either change doctors or try an alternative therapy, such as herbal medicine, nutritional counseling, or acupuncture. Alright, within the context of spirituality, the death and rebirth of the spirit signal the end of one cycle and the beginning of another. This is connected at a deeper level to the ego's release of some idea to which it has been attached. You may even experience a sense of relief as one portion of your inner struggle comes to an end and you have no choice except to let go. Right, so within the context of empowerment, you've experienced disaster and survived. There's little left in life for you to fear. I really like this card. This is going to be a focal point for me today. The Ten of Swords. A very good card. Alright. We have went through the entire minor arcana within the power deck of tarot. So, if you guys want me to continue with this series, we have spreads, different spreads, traditional versus non-traditional spreads, how to design your own spreads, difficult combinations, a card a day, and then we have over 100 different spreads throughout the entire book. So, we are done with the minor. We have went through the major, went through the minor. We have just a little bit left to go. So, very good book. I hope everybody can go out and get that book. I really do. It's very well worth the book. Worth the money. $12, which is a lot of money. For some people. For me, that's a lot of money. $12? Yeah, that is a lot of money. That's food. So, ouch. Alright guys, I think for the music thing, the music without words, I'm going to tonight, I am going to probably just record it on my phone and see what I can come up with, because it's just something that I really want to do. I really want you guys to hear it because I think it's incredible. I wish I could remember the man's name that did this, that started it. I cannot, for the life of me. So yes. Yay. Yay. We're done with the tarot series, almost. But I've never used a tarot card within my my workings, my rituals, and I think it kind of helped. I've seen it in movies. I've never tried it. So let's see how it's going. It's still burning amazing. Burning very good. And it smells very good. It smells really, really good. So I just hope and pray for the best. But oh, Lucifer's on tonight. So yes. Alright guys, I've been talking for way too long, so I'm done. And I will see you guys tomorrow, and I hope you all have a great day. And thank you guys for watching very much. I love it. I love it. I love you guys. You guys are all amazing. All the amazing comments. Oh my god. They are so empowering. It's so just amazing. Seriously amazing. So, I love you all very, very much. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Everybody be safe. All my love. Be safe, be safe, be safe. Please, for me. So, alright guys. Everybody have a good day. Try. And I'll see you tomorrow. And I love you all very much. Very much. So, alright guys.